your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks play. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
And we are live. Welcome back to the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell. Below me is ToneTheGoat. And this show is brought to you by, of course, Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. So far this week, we've got a few Wanna winners to mention. Elijah, 67, won $475 in the 15X contest. It's good stuff from you, Elijah. JB Pippins in the 50X on Monday brought home 750 big ones. Jeez, that's a good Monday. That's a better Monday. The main event is cooking early once again. We got Trev 9415 with 2 parlays at 153.21x multiplier. Yeah, they're both tied for first place. So right now, that's on pace to win 3,000 total. I don't know if that's going to stand, though, because as we saw last week when I thought 223 was a good number, someone came in and fucking knocked home a 500. A 500x, which is insane. And then the week before, obviously, we had the greatest parlay in Wanna's history. Penny came home with a 1965 or something. I mean, they're giving out boomer birth years on the parlay multiplier. That's crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, second in line in the main event is I guess third place, but second in line is Camo 2 with a 68.52x parlay. So the main event is still wide open, folks. There's still a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of ground to be covered, and there's there's like 200 open spots on there. So if you just place a winner, odds are you're gonna be coming home with some money. But we've got a great show for you guys today. We're expecting 2 guests, but they've gone a little AWOL in the past hour, so Tone will do a good job of keeping his eye on his phone, and we'll see if they come on and join. And then, of course, we are expecting Lonnie Lyle for Heat Check. Lonnie Lyle, a.k.a. Eater Taco, absolute legend. And before we get started, we got a quick announcement that we've been doing pretty often. Actually, 2 quick announcements. I'm sorry. First one, we will now be giving a $2 entry ticket to anyone that shows face on this podcast. And when you do so, you will have an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay. And if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets. Folks, this is just free play we're handing out. Just come on the podcast, give us a lock, walk away $12 in Wanna credits richer. And the second announcement, and I'm going to be trying to periodically make this announcement just so the viewers, our viewers that come in and out, they can hear. We're planning on doing this show. We're going to start, I believe, next week doing these shows in the morning. That's the goal. It will be 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. I've done that 2 shows in a row. 9 a.m. Pacific and noon Eastern. Let us know your thoughts. If that's a stupid idea, then let us know in the chat. And if it's a great idea, also let us know in the chat. But regardless, that's the idea in the air. We're going to keep thinking. We're going to keep going. But let's get on with the show, Tone. And we always start in the same place, which is accountability hour. I went 4-5. KG Little Joe's in chat says, dude, I'm still hungover at that time. Well, KG, do I not look like a beautiful hangover cure?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I don't. You know what? Maybe I don't. I think I do. But let's get back on accountability hour. 4-5. Cleveland -8.5. That's a loss. Like I said, if I had been betting heavily these semifinals all across the board, I would have lost a lot of money. But thank God I bet on Wanna. Max Struess over 2.5 threes. This guy had money on the Pacers. He was fucking bricks and just no show out there. So that was tough to watch. DeAndre Hunter over 1.5 threes. That cashed. Good for him. Evan Mobley over 2.5 steals plus blocks. I don't think he had any. The DPOY looking fraudulent. No, the Pacers just play with a lot of space. It's hard to get steals and blocks. It's tough stuff. Soto, he had a hit. That was locks. Mets money line, another lock. That hit. Aaron Gordon over 15.5 points. No, sir. Jokic over 2.5 steals plus blocks. He had 2 steals. Sickening. And so obviously that didn't hit. And Jokic over 28.5 points. That one did hit. That's 4-5, folks. Not the best, but coming off a 6-0. Combine that was at 10-5 in the past. Call it what it is. It's not horrible, but it's not great. We got to be better. Lonnie Lyle in the chat says I went 2-4 or 2 for 4. That's pretty good, Lonnie. It's better than what you've been doing. You've been giving us multiple back. I think you went back-to-back goose eggs, or at least you got close. And not even trying to clown you, Lonnie, but hey, it'll come around. What goes up must come down. Tone, go ahead. Let us know your accountability hour.
Yes, Sirski. Shout out to Lonnie Lyle in the chat. He did go 50%. He gave 4 picks. He had the Pacers W that hit, and he had Halliburton over 16.5. He hit. Garland 17.5 over didn't hit. Nuggets W, they didn't clear. But 50%, that's not bad at all. That's definitely a bounce back from that shitty day he had. All those flags he was throwing. I think he forgot about the picks the other day. But on to my accountability hour. Let me get that right. I went 54%, and this is like my, I think, third consistent day going 50 plus percent, which is in the betting world, according to my great pal Jack. That's phenomenal. So I stay over the 50, and I'm gonna stick to it. And yeah, that's what it is. Cavs W didn't hit. Cavs -8.5 didn't hit. Pacers Cavs under 231.5 that hit. Denver W. That didn't hit. Denver plus 8.5. That hit. Denver OKC under 221.5 points. That hit. Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points. That hit. Benedict Mathurin, I don't know what the hell went on. I got to do a little more research in that. He played 11 minutes. I don't know what the hell went on, but 12.5 points. He didn't hit. Aaron Nesmith over 12.5 points. He hit. Halliburton over 16.5. You heard it in the Lonnie Lyle bet. He hit. Jared Allen over 0.5 blocks. My boy didn't get one. I don't know. Hey, they lost 2, so hey. Joker over 28.5 points. That hit. And then my guy Shea, he didn't clear the 31.5 points. But yeah, I went over 50%, 54 to be exact. Accountability.
That's good stuff. The Nesmith was one you missed by 0.5 point. That was brutal. Shea, you missed by 0.5 point. That was brutal. But yeah, that's good stuff overall. You're above 50%, like we said. I got to shout out something about Jack. Jack told us earlier in the year when the Braves started out 0-7 that by the time they were at 20 losses or right around there, they would be back to 500, and that did become true, folks. That did become true. That came to light to me because of Tone's story. I saw your Instagram story shouting out the Braves, said, we don't miss the playoffs, and you know what? I guess A-Town is right. I guess Atlanta, they don't miss the playoffs. That's good stuff. So, shout out your home team. Shout out those guys. And is Acuna back yet?
Nah.
So he's not even back yet off that torn ACL. So they still got more firepower coming back soon this season. And yeah, they're in a good spot. They'll be good. All right, let's keep moving forward as we always do. Topics around sports. I'm going to start with a little NFL action. Derrick Henry signs 2-year, $30 million contract, $25 million guaranteed. I like it. You know, we saw in the NFL the top 6 rushers in the NFL were all in the playoffs, and the top 6 receivers, only one was in the playoffs. Go ahead, Tone.
Just a quick update. Acuna's last game was his first game back. Correction.
Oh, very nice. Welcome back. I mean, Acuna's
he homered as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so yeah. That's good stuff. Atlanta, you guys got to be stoked. But yeah, no, Derrick Henry. I like it. Why not pay the guy? I mean, he's shown he's still an animal. Still runs hard, and he's, doesn't look like he's fallen off at all. He's almost like LeBron, but there's a physical freak and doesn't look like he's aging really. So why not pay the man? It showed that it worked last year. Obviously, they didn't go to the Super Bowl and they lost. But, Mark Andrews catch the fucking ball. I don't know. But, hey, that's dwelling in the past. What are your thoughts on the Ravens and all that? Do you like what they're doing?
I mean, I always wish the best for Lamar Jackson. I'm a big Lamar Jackson supporter, but I don't know, man. I think the Ravens just... it's like they're always top heavy on the defense, and I think that has kind of built a culture over there, and no matter what they're doing offensively, it's like they just can't pull it together all the way. I don't know what the heck it is over there, but it's like defense over there. They always got some great defense over there, but they just can't. I don't know if it's the people drafting, because they was good with drafting Lamar, but I don't know, man. The Mark Andrews. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, the tough part about Mark Andrews is because he's been so productive for him, and actually that year it was a little spotty. That year, especially fantasy owners of Mark Andrews were real pissed. But in the past, super good player for him, and just tough moment. Just a tough moment. It's just tough stuff. But hey, we'll see. I feel like we're gonna be in the same spot again in the AFC of just so many talented quarterbacks. Who's gonna win? And we really hope it's not 15 there in Missouri. All right, let's have a little fun, Tone. I'm gonna give you a few NFL teams. I only got about 5 of them listed here, just because they're relevant, and I want to hear your opinion. This is their win total that's been set. These are all lines given by a rival book, so I'm not going to say their name, but they are decent. They're a well-known app, so these are Vegas's lines, I would claim. KG Lojo says Acuna isn't back yet. He's still doing a rehab stint in the minors, but he did hit a homer in the minors. Okay, so we're on the same page. We're back. I get you. That's good stuff. Homer. It sounds like he's ready to go. All right. First team. I'm saying the rival company. DraftKings has this line for the Cleveland Browns win total over under 4.5.
Is that a joke?
No.
So, all right. I feel like it depends on what scale we are measuring this on. Is this a somewhere in the year Shador starting, or Shador starting the year? Like, what game does Shador come in, or does Shador come in at all? I think that's what weighs the 4 period. I mean, because if they just want the traditional outcome of the Cleveland Browns that we've seen my entire lifetime, then I take the under on the 4. But if we get Shador in there, then I just see a whole new culture starting. I see a whole new, I see a whole new everything. We've seen this in different sports when sometimes one player is all it takes for a whole city, a whole organization, a whole state to just rally behind that guy and just give a different type of energy that's never been had before, which we just seen in Colorado, i.e. We just seen Colorado go from a non-attractive place. I mean, I've never in my life heard anybody saying, yeah. Hey man, I'm trying to whatever it's called, not draft, but I'm trying to sign to Colorado. I'm about to, man, I've never in my entire, I just found out when Dion went there what their mascot was. I never knew they was the Buffaloes. I never in my entire life knew that Colorado was the Buffaloes, and I think a lot of people are now about to discover that the Browns is a dog, because people never knew what the Browns mascot was for a long time either. They ain't had no damn logo on their freaking helmet since my whole birth. I think since the entirety of the franchise, they've never had a logo on their helmet. I could be wrong, because in the beginning of the days when they had the pigskin, it was different then. But yeah, I think if we get Shedeur in, then it's an over easily with the 4. Whichever the 4 easiest games on their schedule, if Shedeur plays those, he'll get those. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, so I mean, he needs 5 though. He needs 5 to cover because it's 4.5. So do you? What is your answer? Do the Browns win 5 games next season?
If Shedeur plays at least 4, they should win 1 without him. I mean, damn, y'all can't win 1 without Shedeur. I was assuming that before Shedeur gets in and take the keys, that they'll be like 1-5 or 1-4. They should already have 1 win. I'm taking the over. If Shedeur plays at least 4 games this season, over, because Shedeur is going to get his wins. I'm putting it on it. Too much electricity.
KG Lojoes has a question for you, Tone. And this is personally for you. He says, who's he going to throw to? Before he said that, he did say under that team is going 2-15. But he said, who is Shedeur going to throw to? And honestly, that's a great question. I'm going to look up Cleveland Brown receivers right now. Don't they have like Tillman?
They actually have a stud over there.
Oh, they got Jerry Jeudy, DeAndre Carter, Cedric Tillman, Deontay Johnson.
Jerry. They have a stud at Jeudy.
I know. I'm actually a decent fan. I'm pretty, I root for Jeudy because I feel like the Broncos organization was such a piece of dog shit when he got there, and they didn't do anything to help him, and then they kind of shipped him off as if he was the problem. And I'm like, I think Jeudy actually has some life here in the NFL. But Andy had that. Oh, go ahead.
I say Shedeur throws to anybody who has hands. I mean, I'm not worried about, as long as there are NFL caliber receiver, which all of them should be if they got drafted. If they're in there, then they should, damn it, have some kind of skill. And they don't have to have the most skill when playing with Shedeur. Just know how to damn catch it, because he's going to put it where it's going to be to their advantage. Shedeur is a masterful maestro out there. I ain't worried about it. Who did we know on Colorado before Shedeur made them known? I mean, who all of Colorado eligible receivers got drafted. All of them. So I don't care who is over there. And they got a stud, a couple of them. But I don't care who over there. Shedeur gonna make it happen. I don't care who over there. I'm starting the big campaign for Shedeur. I don't care who over there.
Wow. Well, folks, if you haven't joined this show before, Tone is putting a lot of chips in the Shedeur Sanders stock. So we'll see. And we'll definitely probably bring it up every show, close to every show until his first game, because, I love to see the passion coming out. He loves Shedeur. But we'll see. We'll see. So, Tone, I'm going to go with you're saying the Browns over 4.5 wins, because I know you think Shedeur is getting in this season. And the reports have said, that he's outperforming Dylan Gabriel. So take that with
I don't think that's the mission though. I don't even think he sees Dylan. I think if somebody could get an honest answer out of Shedeur, which we won't because he's entered humble mode, but if we could just get a glimpse of cocky Shedeur, he'd be like, really? Like Soldier Boy voice against Dylan, like really? I'm trying to battle out Flacco or Pickens, like Dylan, like that's not who
I wonder. My guess is that they go Flacco. Oh shit! Sorry, chat. The technical difficulties. I don't know what that jumped a gnarly echo. But I believe that Flacco will start week 1, maybe week 2, and we'll probably see Shador early. That's my guess because it's going to be constant. I mean, if Flacco doesn't play perfect games, everyone just wants to see Shador. That's what I think. KG Joe says Deontay Johnson. Didn't he get cut by Carolina while they were the worst team in the NFL? That dude can't catch a Nerf ball. To be fair, I don't think Deontay Johnson was cut because of his skill. I think he was a locker room problem, and he's a diva. And remember, Pittsburgh Steelers receiver. He's a diva, and, he was looking for a winning culture and was just getting bounced around. Ravens haven't been great with aging receivers in the past. Isn't that where DeAndre Hopkins went? I think so. So we'll see. And then Carolina, and then he went to the Texans. It was weird. It was a weird spot, but you're right, KG. It's fair to be skeptical about Deontay Johnson. All right. Atlanta, the Falcons. The hometown team, they're over under 7.5 wins. So, Tone, will they have 8 or more wins, or will they have less?
Yeah, this is our season. We're going to head and take the division. I mean, we've been putting our pieces together. A lot of people, they don't pay attention to Atlanta, so it's cool. I'll be the reporter. I'll be the one that breaks the news for people and let them know what's going down here in the bird nest. But yeah, we've been down here cooking up, man. Penix is gonna have a great year. Pitts is gonna bounce back from his slump last year that Kirk put him in, and Drake London, he'll be top 5 receiver this year. I repeat, Drake London will be top 5 receiver this year. I repeat, Drake London will be top 5 receiver this year. Remember, I told y'all that. And just, you already know, we know how to run the ball. Our defense has gotten better. We took some pieces from other teams. We got some phenomenal draft picks. I don't know if people have been, it's been a lot of others news shine on other draft picks and this, that, and the third. But boy, we got 2 hell of a pickups. I'm tell y'all that now. And this is one of the first times ever in Atlanta history that we've drafted like this. We usually blow some shit when we got high draft picks. I tell you, we do some crazy shit. But yeah, just it's 7 wins. Like what? What is 7? We ain't looking into it. Maybe like 10, 11. That's what we doing this year. The Saints, you see how they drafted. They ain't talking about that. We ain't worrying about the Saints. No, they ain't. Buccaneers, they'll probably be battling with us. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Young, he like a Lego piece. That boy is too small. They is not going to do nothing over there in Carolina. We ain't worried about none of that. They still trying to get their gel together. And, we'll let them do what they doing over there. But, yeah, it'll be between us and the Bucs and Baker Mayfield. I like Baker. I ain't going to lie. I like Baker. But, yeah, we going to go crazy. Atlanta, we up this year. Over 7. Over 7.5.
Yeah, so 8 or more wins. All right, hey, I could see it. I'm really right. I can see both sides to the Atlanta thing, but I do feel like the defense was disappointing last year, but it was when they've acquired new pieces and they're still trying to gel it together under it's Raheem Morris, right? That's your guys' head man. Yeah, sir. And he's a smart guy, so I could see this year. And it really comes down to Penix. Because, if the defense is playing good and he's not, then you put him in bad spots and you get out of rhythm early, just as the season goes. But if Penix, he can play catch and, do the job and not, he doesn't need to do too much. He's got weapons. I mean, Bijan Robinson and Algier as a 2-man backfield, that's pretty crazy. London, Mooney, those guys, they're legit players. Mooney was honestly a lot better than people give him credit for in Chicago. KG, you better shout out Mooney. Money Man Mooney was not bad for you guys. Ray McLeod's good stuff, and then you guys picked up that kid Nick Nash out of San Jose State, and he led the college. I'm pretty sure the FBS in receiving yards. So you got pieces, and I see your vision. So I don't think you're too crazy with what you're saying. But let's go on to the next. We got Steelers over under 8.5 wins. This is basically the line. Will they have another winning season under Tomlin, or will this be his first losing season in his head coaching career? Tone, let me know.
That boy cooked. It's done. You know what I'm saying? All of that little streak, that little makeup streak. That's like a mascara streak. It's a real cover up streak. It sounds good on paper, you know. Oh, he's been to the playoffs this many years in a row. The boy ain't won a playoff game in this many years in a row. I don't give a damn about making it. The boy ain't got past the first round in umpteenth years. So I mean, the streak been ended in my eyes, if you want to be honest. Cause making it to the playoffs ain't shit if you talking about you ain't get past the first round consecutive times, more than one, more than two, more than three, more. Go look it up. So I mean, I'm just gonna say, you know, the streak really in my eyes been over. But yeah, this gonna be the official first year on paper that they're gonna have a losing record and don't make the playoffs. That's a wrap over there in Pittsburgh. A few of the other teams in their division and got a little smarter, and yeah, it's a wrap.
Wow. Tone's calling it's wraps for Tomlin. He doesn't think he makes it back to 500. And I just realized I haven't been giving my prediction on these, so I'm just going to backtrack a little bit and give my prediction. I have Browns over 4.5 wins. It has nothing to do with the quarterback play or the offense, really. They still have Myles Garrett and a freak show defense. And they used the number 5 pick, you know, the one they traded with Jacksonville for another D tackle, Mason Graham, I believe. And they're going to be physical. Denzel Ward's still freaking that back, you know, as a DB, and they're going to still be pretty good, and they're going to win games, especially at Flacco. You know, don't sleep on Cleveland Flacco. He's different, folks. He's different. But and next Atlanta. It's tough. That's such a good line. It's such a good line because it's right there. I mean, you gotta imagine last year, Kirk Cousins with the weird injury plays through it, can't throw the ball, 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Defense is trying to help him, but they never get, you know, a true offense that's not putting them in horrible spots. So that's skewed. I'm going over. I believe in over. I think the Atlanta Falcons over 7.5 wins. I could talk myself into it. They got the weapons on offense. I saw Penix in college, and you know he was amazing in college. But in Atlanta, he's put in a weird spot, thrown in right when they're trying to make the playoff race, and no one really knows. That's a weird, you know, give him a full offseason as the number 1 guy. I like Atlanta over 7.5 wins. Steelers, I'm going with over. I think Aaron Rodgers might still going to the Pittsburgh, and if that's the case, then I really like the over. But regardless, Tomlin, he knows what he does. He does a great job with his defense, you know, and they spend a fuck ton of money on defense, and defense wins a lot of games in the regular season. If you have a really good defense and a really good coach, you win a lot of games in the regular season. So, you know, I think he keeps the streak alive, and they somehow do it. I don't know how. It'll be crazy, but I think, you know, they got DK Mac. They got pieces. They got stuff. I like the running backs they drafted. So I like Steelers over. All right, Tone. Next one that I'm asking you, you're back on. Cowboys over under 7.5 wins.
Cowgirls is just. I think they need to do like a. I don't know, man. They need to go like on a diet from like, I don't know. The Cowboys got to figure out something. That whole Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, the just. I feel like they didn't. I would beg to differ. The talk around college locker rooms is like, if you didn't want to go to no team, which one would it be? It'd be like Cowboys. Like they just be doing some bullshit over there. Like we ain't trying to go over there. I know it's dressed up, made up, and look all good, this, that, and the third. But Cowboys, another team, and when I was growing up, let me be clear. Emmitt Smith was my favorite running back of all time. Little Giants was one of my favorite movies of all time. Emmitt Smith made an appearance in there with a few other football players as well. But Emmitt Smith was flawless to me, and I know a lot of people in the current time, like in that moment, they say Barry Sanders was astronomical, this, that, and third. But you know, as far as the record goes and the numbers, Emmitt Smith is him. So I was with the Cowboys then, but damn it, they ain't won shit since Emmitt Smith. They ain't won shit since the since Michael Jackson was performing at Super Bowls. The Cowboys ain't won nothing since. Like you talking about, like I was playing with McDonald's easy bake ovens then. The McDonald's ones though, y'all don't even know about that. That was the boy version before they took it off the market. This man, Cowboys is some bullshit. Under
7.5. Tone has no belief. What's the injury that Dak's coming off of? For some reason I can't remember. And I hope someone can answer me in the chat. But KG Little Joe's, yeah, you guys should have never let go of Mooney. Mooney's was a good player. He's good stuff. But here we go. KG says, isn't the Cowboys on 3 primetime games this year too? The last time the Cowboys did anything was the Tecmo Bowl.
Yes.
In the Tecmo Bowl.
Yes.
All right, so we've found some shared hate, Tone and KG. We finally have found a happy. Both could hate on the Cowboys. Good. I like that. You know, you guys' relationship is mending.
Let me give you a little more clarification now, Lance. Hold on. Tecmo Bowl is one of the most legendary video games of all time. This was one of the football games before football games, Lance. Tecmo Bowl was like, it was intense. And the Cowboys, I want to say Cowboys and Bills was like on the cover or something. So KG knows what he's talking about. You know, that was like the Super Bowl. Like Tecmo Bowl was him, Lance. I know you're a little younger now.
I was going to say, I was like, I have no fucking clue what that is. That just slapped me across the face. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fake it till I make it and see, you know, if that just rolls by. But thank God you do. Because I was like, what are we talking about? So, okay, Tecmo Bowl is a great video game. And you said it was Cowboys Bills. Was that part of the Bills when they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row? Diabolical, by the way, but
yeah, it was a part of that. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But so it was before Madden, is what KG says. Okay. All right. You learn something new every day. And that's definitely added to the list of something I learned that I didn't know. That's good stuff. All right, last but not least, and one I'm gonna love to see what Tone says. Chicago Bears over under 8.5 wins. Wow, 8.5. Do they finish above or under 500 this year, Tone?
Man, Chicago is a tricky one. I'm trying to look up Chicago's division right now to be sure what's going on.
Vikings, Lions, Packers.
Yeah. Man. Okay. Nah.
KG says, dude, their home schedule is easy. Their road schedule is tough.
I'm taking under. Nah, I'm not going.
Under, KG. What do you think? Tell us your thoughts, KG. You go under. Oh, and for the Cowboys, I have under. I got under. Nah, man, it's tough because I'm like, if Dak Prescott stays healthy and plays the whole season, like he's a decent quarterback. Not in the playoffs. He's not going to go win a Super Bowl, but he can win regular season games.
Whack Prescott is the new version of Kirk Cousins. He is a bum. But the reason I say the Bears is going to go under is because they're going to take at least 5 divisional losses. I'm looking at it right now. They're taking at least 5 of them.
Well, they broke the streak against the Packers, which, you know, that's good stuff. The Lions, you know, without Ben Johnson, their OC, now at the Bears, who knows, you know, do the Lions take a step back? That's a great question. Especially at, you know, Jared Goff. That was a pathetic way to go out in the playoffs, and, you know, it didn't look great. And then the Vikings, you know, this is their first season with J.J. McCarthy. They moved off Darnold, so we'll see if this rookie, or he won't be a rookie, but we'll see if this quarterback can really play. I don't know. I'm a Caleb Williams guy. I'm a Bear. I'm rooting for the Bears. I got Bears over. I'm taking Bears over, Tone. I like Bears over. They're gonna see the playoffs this year. I believe in Ben Johnson. I believe in Caleb Williams, and I believe in the rest of Chicago. You know, I'm with you, KG. I'm with you. Okay. Oh, KG says if Williams, talking about Caleb, doesn't do it for the Bears this year, he will. get ran out of town. Jesus, that's a lot of pressure for the kid. But hey, I believe in the kid from SoCal. Well, I don't even know where he's from, but USC Trojan, Caleb Williams. He's going to the playoffs, folks. All right. There was the win totals, the ones that I picked. We had Browns. Me and Tone are both over 4.5 wins. Atlanta, we're both over 7.5 wins. Steelers, he's under 8.5 wins. I'm over 8.5 wins. Cowboys, we are both. We're both under 7.5. I'm switching up. I have to. They have CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. They drafted that Jaden Blue. I'm not even a Cowboys guy. Like, I don't even give a shit. Honestly, I like talking shit on the Cowboys. It's fun stuff. But for some reason in my bones, I'm taking over 7.5 wins. And Tone is under 7.5 wins. For the Bears, I'm over 8.5 wins. Tone's under 8.5 wins. So we'll see, folks. We'll see. But now we are moving on to the NBA. We're going to talk the games last night, starting with the Cavs Pacers. Tone, your official apology for Tyrese Halliburton. Go ahead.
Okay. Official apology for Tyrese Halliburton. I definitely have to give one. I definitely have to give he showed out. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That boy, he's definitely off of the bus list. He's definitely off the bum list. He's definitely somebody, you know what I'm saying? The boy is showing up, man. It is what it is.
Hey, we appreciate you being humble and being able to, because that's part of this. If you're doing this, and I know Tone's not going to hear it, but I know he agrees. If you're doing a show or doing something, talking sports, and you're a guy in the media or you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to own up when you're just flat out wrong. And, it happens. I've been wrong many times, and I've owned up to it. But sometimes, when you're wrong about a player and they do prove you right, you got to give them their flowers, because that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun, is letting someone humble you when it comes to sports, because, we all root for these kids at the end of the day. You want these, you don't want to see people fail, but it's good stuff.
Halliburton showed. Halliburton. Let me put a little more respect on his name, Lance, as well, because my kids got into a little altercation or whatever, the sibling wars. But Halliburton is performing under high pressure, intensity moments. He is defying the odds. He knows he has the pressure on him. He knows the cameras are on him. He knows people are hoping that he's going to downfall. And I've had some of my favorite players go through those moments, and that's what makes them my favorite player, because they achieve in those moments. And I've seen a lot of players fold in that moment. So I can it only builds respect for me when it comes to him. And and I want to go back, so people do understand, I did fade Halliburton a lot. And, I may still fade him here in time. It will never be as much as I fade him now, because he does not deserve to be faded. But if they jack him up on some crazy shit, I still fade him. But I said that I just felt like he wasn't on the LeBrons and this, that, and third. But what I will say is, he could prove that is wrong as well from what he's doing. He's so young. He has so much a career ahead of him. He's already showing up in these big moments. If he get a ring this year, then what happens to the conversation? So I'm off of that bash Halliburton bandwagon. The boy he showed his chops, man.
I mean, Tyrese Halliburton has more conference finals appearances than the Clippers organizations in their history. He has I think Embiid has 1 or 0 conference finals.
1.
He has 1, so Tyrese already has 2. I mean, when you think about what he's doing, it's hard, and I get the skepticism. I get where people are coming from. I mean, his box numbers doesn't wow you. Oh, here's KG Ojo. He says, speaking of LeBron came out on his social media and said, to all you haters out there who said Hallie was overrated, this kid can fucking ball. Yeah, he did. That was one of the funny parts between me and Tone's text conversation right after the game, because we had it was good fun, good stuff, always is. Halliburton's nice, dude. He's nice. He's a good player, great player, and I'm rooting for him going forward. Honestly, whoever comes out of the East at this point, I'm happy if the Knicks close it out tonight.
I, I I think that was a unique tweet though about LeBron, Lance. What I think people didn't get from it is clearly LeBron was one of the ones that didn't vote him being the most underrated. That's what LeBron was trying
most
to
overrated.
LeBron was trying to put people on attention now. Like if y'all was the ones who voted underrated, him being the most overrated, my bad, then what you're saying now, because obviously LeBron didn't vote that. That's what I was getting from that as well.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron played with him on Team USA, so he knows definitely firsthand, like, he's nice, and he's a great player to play with, according to LeBron, because of how he plays, and, he's selfless and moves the ball and makes the right play always. So that's why I'm like, he's nice. He's nice. But to go into that game, Garland, Ghost, he had money on the Pacers, so did Strus. It's unfortunate. You need more out of those guys. But I'm going to be honest. The injury bug screwed Cleveland that series. Game 1, I don't even think they had Garland. Game 2, I don't think they had Garland, Hunter, or Mobley. And, there's the injury bug was coming in and out. That obviously, got to win. And that's not an excuse. But I will say, being honest and giving them fair criticism, I think that it did screw them. So I do expect them to be back next year with actual vengeance and actually make the next step. But it was tough this year. It was tough. The other game, OKC versus Denver, it was a great one. Down the stretch, Lou motherfucking Dort, man, those like 3 threes in the fourth quarter, and he shoots rainbows. I mean, they're just rainbows, and when they make, they swish like a motherfucker. But man, when they brick, like I've said in the past, I mean, they're just big old clanks. But they weren't clanking last night. They were going through. Jokic, we talked about it on the show, saying he was going to find his touch. He was going to score a lot of points. He did, which, he did the best he could. Michael Porter Jr. might be joining his brother in prison because it looked like he bet on the fucking OKC for these games. I mean, I know that's a gnarly joke, but like, man, he has sucked these playoffs. He talks about, I was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with this shoulder injury, buddy. It might be worth sitting because you're fucking bricks and you haven't been able to hit a shot. You had one game. Where you played nice. Rest of them horrid. And honestly, I do feel bad. I want you to play better, but man, you got to be better than this. You can't, your team's now down 3-2. You better step up in Game 6 at home, and hopefully they can push it to 7 because anything can happen in Game 7. I got to give all the credit in the world to Jalen Williams for hitting a big shot in the corner, big 3 down the stretch. That's huge for his growth and development. He went 1-1 at the free throw line, was at the end a little sketchy. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, kudos to you, man. You played well. You hit big shots. Look good. Usually I'd be hating on you, but I got to give you your flowers when you deserve it. Those were big shots. Those were big moments. Way to come through for your team. And I hope Nuggets in 7. But hey, we'll see. Tone, what you thinking?
Yeah, OKC, man, they're looking like demon time to me. Like their team is. I don't see how it's stretched out the way that it's stretched out. Like, yeah, you have the 31 piece from Shai, but you have OKC. They played 10 players. They're one of the only teams in the playoffs right now that's able to run a 10-man rotation. First off, and the deeper you get down the stretch, if you're able to run a 10-man rotation, that is fucking crazy. Not only are they running a 10-man rotation, 9 out of those 10 players scored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of the 10 scored. And then 6 out of the 9 scored in double digits. That's crazy spreading. Like, you got Jalen Williams, 18 points, Chet Holmgren, 14 points, Isaiah Hartenstein, 15 points, Lou, 12 points, Shai, 31, Alex, 13. That is crazy. And then you talking about the clutch shot that Jalen made, man, I don't know. It like I said, we said it before, but this playoffs has been one of the best ever, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and my team isn't in it. I got two teams. Neither one of them is in. I mean, one of them ain't got close, but Lakers ain't damn there. You know what I'm saying? So usually when let me be all the way honest, and Lance, you can probably attest to this, but usually when the Lakers go out, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be tough for me to watch the playoffs. I'm gonna be all the way honest. It's just it's tough for me to watch the playoffs and find some kind of enjoyment out of it. Try to find some kind of spark for me to be shit. My team is out of it, but damn it, this playoffs, I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching like, oh my god, I'm glued to it. I'm there. I invested. So yeah. Shout out to whoever wrote the fucking script.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to your fax machine for receiving those said scripts. But yeah, no, you're 100% right. OKC's looking good. This playoffs has been great. In the past, when the Lakers, let's think after the 2020 championship, like back in 2021 when the Bucks won it, we should have beat the motherfucking Suns that year. We were up 2-1, and then AD gets hurt, and we just went downhill from there, and that sucked. We would have repeated. And honestly, that's I'm giving a slash or whatever you want to call it to Genie Bus. You blew it up way too soon. We had, but regardless, then we did the Russell Westbrook 2020. We missed the playoffs. That year was like Golden State and Boston. I mean, that shit just pissed me the fuck off. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't like any of it. Then, 2023, that was when we got beat by Jokic. We made a run to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost to Jokic. That was brutal. But the Jokic run against the Heat, good stuff. And then last year, who won last year? Oh, Boston. They didn't even have a fucking. They played garbage. Like the whole East was like injured, and it was a horrible run. I mean, I could go on and on. We could go. That's a story for another time. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward. All right. I had a couple other topics, but they're not very, the reports Giannis wants to stay East. I guess I don't blame him. I also heard he wanted to move to a place that had no income tax, which is Texas, and Spurs and Mavericks hold the 1 and 2 pick. So, keep your eyes out for that. Draymond Green was fined $50,000 for questioning integrity of of officials. They're just, hammering them. Why not? It's charity. NBA cares. And then last is Blazers are for sale. Who buys? I saw a Phil Knight report. That's the CEO of Nike, founder of Nike, but he said no because of his age. He's actually the richest person in Oregon. I guess that's expected. 40 billion. Jesus. I saw a weird report. I don't know how realistic it is. Patrick Mahomes to buy and relocate the Blazers to Kansas City. Now, if they did that, could they add a team to the West? Vegas? Ooh. It's a little weird, but who knows how real that is. I see Tone now he's thinking, like, wait a minute. We'll see. Who knows how that is. Jeremy Cantor here in the chat. Welcome, Jeremy. I saw odds for OKC to win finals went to plus 140 after last night. Is that where we're at? Just OKC and the who's all here still? I don't know. A lot of people, they jump early on this OKC team. I don't think they're winning the championship personally, but that's also because I'm a bona fide hater. All right. Well, there was the NBA stuff. I believe our referee is in the lobby. None of our interviewees have shown up. No worries. Hopefully we'll get someone or people tomorrow. And if not, tough. But let's bring on Lonnie Lyle, a.k.a. Ihur Taco, referee. He has had margaritas, so the flags might be coming soon and early. Anyway, there we go.
Come in crazy, man. What's going on with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Happy late Cinco de Mayo, man. We gotta celebrate, baby. You feel me?
That was 9 days ago. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm on a 9-day relapse cycle thing going on. So y'all, I do not have a coin. We're going back to Little Caesars today, but we're gonna go in order how we usually do. I'm not that messed up. I went to KG's bar earlier. You know what I mean? Kind of fucked me up. Hey, so look, the topic for today, y'all. Now we know that the NBA are getting more with the foreigners in the league. In 10 more years, do you all think that the foreigners will be taking over the NBA, or will the Americans still run the NBA? Is the foreigners going to take over, or the Americans going to stay Americans and run the NBA in 10 more years? I think Lance called it today, right?
I call it today. Yeah.
Right, so
Pepper. Pepper. Make it easy. I'm going Pepper. Yep. Give me Pepper.
All right. Damn. And it was Little Caesars.
All right. So that's on me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want to get a flag. I'm not in y'all group chat, so is it okay for me to go?
You know what? Earlier, you said that you and Lance be texting. I don't get none of those texts either. That shit's crazy. Flag.
All right. You say flag?
Just because, look, I'm lit. I don't really care right now. Everybody get a flag. KG, you get a fucking flag. I don't give a fuck today.
All right. See, all right. So, yeah. All right. Foreigners, Americans, who's taking over? You know what I'm saying? First off, I would like to say that you might be a racist motherfucker, Lonnie, but I'm not gonna go into that debate. All right, so foreigners, Americans, who's taking over? Let's see. I would have to say that, in my opinion, shockingly, I personally feel the foreigners have already taken over, but the greatest players are still the Americans. But the foreigners have already infiltrated to a magnitude where their presence is just as heavy as ours. It's just they're not as marketable. But I mean, I think that every team has a foreigner in their starting lineup, damn near. Probably every team. And I don't think 15 years ago I would have seen this. You know, in the Mutombo days, I wouldn't have seen this coming. Or but even with foreigners being top draft picks now. I mean, even from this year, Zachary Pacheco from Atlanta, he not American. Victor Wembanyama from the year before that, he not American.
Both French.
You say that's a flag, right? You ain't gonna give him a flag, ref? What the hell? He get to interrupt me? What?
No flag. You caught me a racist. Keep going.
All right, so. See, this is some bullshit. If you watching, I need y'all in the man. Look, all right. But back to my case, since he tried to distract me. But yeah, the foreigners, I mean, they're taking the top draft picks. Shit, Cooper Flag might be white and Chinese for we know. Flag is a new name to me with the 2 G's on it. I'm just gonna say, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna go with foreigners. That's where I'm gonna leave it at right now.
Okay, Lance.
All right. I don't believe foreigners will take over the NBA. Now, the top players in the NBA are foreign. Who is the best player in the world right now? Nikola Jokic. Or who would you argue it with? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Canadian. Luka Doncic. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is from Greece.
Akron, Ohio. LeBron James.
Yes, LeBron, of course. But I'm just saying right now, you guys know what I'm saying. So they've already infiltrated and, in our top people. But I don't think there will ever come a day where the percentage of NBA players is more foreign than versus American as the NBA as a whole. Yes, do they have, stragglers? They come in, Wemby and some of the guys, and, those percentages might rise. But predominantly, basketball is an American sport, and we produce, the best. And I believe, rotational pieces. I don't think foreigners, the percentage will be more foreign than American in the NBA. I'm just going to come out and say that. And yeah, I mean, that's basically all I got. It's American. It's an American sport, and it's going to stay American in the whole of it. Now, the top players, the foreigners are already up there. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to stay American.
Okay, Tone, rebuttal.
I feel like, first off, from a business perspective, because we do know this is a business, the end goal is to be 50%, 50%. foreign and American. I feel like that's the goal period from a business standpoint of the NBA. I mean, that's why they're trying to create a league over here and there. They talking about going to Mexico in a minute and this, then the third. They already established over in France. We see what's going on with the draft picks. We just like, even with us playing in the Olympics now, shit used to be sweet. Shit used to be sweet in the Olympics. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They talk about the dream team, this dream team. Man, shit was sweet back then. That boy Jordan was smacking. Man, look, you can't name a foreigner from back then that were playing against Jordan and them. So I just feel like it's already in that direction. It's more profitable. It's more beneficial as a business. On top of the talent, just like I just look at it like this as well. We've been spoiled over here. Like, imagine them folk watching 40 years, all this greatness going on over here, and they able to sit back and really have less to train with, which actually makes the talent and gift a little more better. They still shooting with baskets over there. We've been stopped with baskets 40 years ago. Them boys still shooting with baskets over the foreign land. They coming out with jump shot. That's why Jokic's able to throw it up like that and don't do nothing. That's why Luka able to throw it up like that and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shea Gilgeous, he do the same thing. He throw it up like that and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they still playing. Them boys shooting barefooted over there. Them boys got a different training. Them boys, like, if you watch them folks on YouTube over there, the way they going, like, it's a different training. We still, like, we spoiled over here. AAU ball, that's another thing. AAU ball done fucked up America over here. AAU ball done fucked up American ball. I'm just gonna say that now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going foreign, and I'm going passionately behind foreign on this one. I'm telling you, foreign, like I say, the best players now. The best of the best of the best of the best. Because even when you name Nikola Jokic, I don't give a damn. Once we get far down the line, look, I ain't going Nikola Jokic in the top 5 of all time. I still might not put him there right now. I don't give a damn if he the best in the world right now. Nikola Jokic is not top 5 of all time right now. If we go down the list, I'm just gonna put it like that. But damn it, what they be doing be phenomenal, and the reason to be a little more phenomenal is because they foreign. That's why it be a little more phenomenal. It's like, man, his body ain't even shaped like he supposed to do this. Or, man, he don't even look like. That's why it be a little more phenomenal. It ain't really because the nigga really more talented. Nah, hell no. You got me fucked up. But, yeah, we gonna keep getting, shit. It's more benefits. It's the business calling the foreigners. Yeah, they gonna take over.
Okay. Lance,
Can I rebuttal now? All right. What the? That was a lot. Let me try to go back. Okay, so first, Tony Kukoc was on Jordan's team when he's winning NBA championships. There's a foreigner right there. So let's stop that. Yes, the percentage is worth the same. Yeah, I know you don't know who Tony Kukoc is. Tony Kukoc was fucking nice. You know, put some respect on his name. Yes, right now, the greatest players of all time do not have European names in it yet. That argument is going to start changing once these players finish up. Jokic, Giannis. You know, Jokic is a 3-time MVP, 1-time NBA champion as we speak, and he's 29 years old. Giannis, 2-time MVP, 1-time NBA champion. You know, I think he's 30. But right now, currently, we do have foreigners that are, you know, probably 5 of the top 10 in the NBA, at least. At least. Maybe, 5, 4, right in there. It depends who you like. But back in using baskets, I mean, it's 2025. Globally, everyone has a fucking net. And if you don't, I mean, I don't even think that the Europeans, like, what do you think? They just don't have they have Euro leagues. They have there's no way they're using, like, Luka Doncic has been playing professional basketball since 14 years old overseas. That's why it's so different. And they get, like, his skills and things like that. You know, they don't have the high school, the AAU, and the college route. They actually just go pro if they're actually, like, the superstars. So back to the point. Euros in 10 years, because right now I'd say the makeup's probably 25% European, in 10 or 25% foreign. In 10 years, the NBA will not be dominated by foreigners. It will still be dominated by Americans. The numbers will still go up. And they'll continue to go up. Now, you know, in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it could be a different argument. But in 10 years, the NBA will still predominantly be American players. There's my final thoughts. Lonnie, go ahead.
Okay. So, Tone feel like the foreigners would definitely be taking over. Lance say that American will still prevail. Both arguments are great. Damn, bro. Let me see. Because they're coming in at a fucking rapid rate. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the foreigners are coming in rapidly. Like Tone said, every team has a foreigner on them. And I believe so. Probably in they starting five. And 10 more years, would they be running the NBA? Like, that's so fucking difficult. Tone, can you please calm down, Tone? Because I don't like the whole swaying back and forth. I slip when I throw you a flag for that. It just throwing me off. Like, it's like you don't even like how I'm talking right now. Then you call me a racist. Let's back up. Why you call me a racist? Wait, let's just tap in on that right quick.
You are in the process of deciding winning, sir. I apologize for anything that I said that may have offended you. This is the wrong time to be speak. I didn't say nothing. I thought you had black and white on. How could you be racist? Look at your stripes, sir. There's no way you could be racist.
This is my skin. This is my skin right here. But why do you call me a racist though?
I don't recall that. I'm sorry, sir. I don't recall it.
He called Cooper Flag Chinese.
He said white and Chinese, clear as day. The fuck. Hey, all right. So look. Damn, this is hard as fuck, bro. Because I feel like they will be drafting more in 10 more years. But will it be more than the Americans though? I feel like it's gonna still be the Americans lead. I do feel that way.
I have a question. Can I ask a question before you make your decision?
He can ask. That's a flag right there. You in the middle of, bro.
My question. Lonnie, do you think a team other than Team USA basketball will win a gold medal in the Olympics in the next 10 years?
You said other than the USA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You think another team, someone other than USA, will win the gold medal in the next 10 years?
USA had it hard just last year. they was sweating like a motherfucker. They almost got beat by who over there in Africa?
Serbia.
They lost to South Sudan in a friendly.
And I was going to bring that up.
That was a friendly. That was a friendly. And give South Sudan some respect. They had Luol Deng. Okay, you know what? Cut it.
They baskets over there. They said that Serbia and South Sudan had trouble filling their roster up because they country didn't even. Man, they playing on dirt roads.
So look,
now that one they might be using baskets.
We'll get it. Like it'd be hard. Look, hey, yeah. Look. To answer your question, yes, I think that somebody other than the USA will win it. I ain't gonna lie because their skills are going up. Like the next Olympics, well, USA gonna have a run. Cause like the USA, like our players are gonna be playing for other countries. Our top player, women not gonna be on USA. Giannis is not on USA. Shea is not on USA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck.
But remember, they're not on USA. They're on Canada. They're on Lithuania. They're on Greece. Butt cheeks. This is Team USA with the fucking gauntlet of all-stars. I'm done. Don't throw the flag. I'm done.
Giannis got 14 brothers, and all of them play basketball, okay? That's the whole starting five and a bench. Stop playing. All right. They can play the 1-5.
I hear the argument for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 10 years.
All right, so look. USA will still run the NBA in 10 more years. USA will still run the NBA. That's how I feel like. I feel like the Lantz debate is declared the winner today.
4-4. We back.
So this is the best of 9. The new winner will win a cash out from KG. That's just in. The winner of tomorrow will win a cash out straight from KG, man.
Okay, so KG, I mean, the chat was going crazy during this. I believe everyone loved the discussion. Let me read some of these just so you guys. Yeah, KG, he brought up the coup coach, international star during Jordan. From the hip with Pauly P. Thank you for joining. This is an interesting discussion. Great points on both sides. Jeremy Cantor said he brought in AAU fucked up American basketball. I love that angle. KG, hey, I got a question for Lonnie. Is his whistle in the repair shop? And then a couple, I'll subsidize the tab to keep Lonnie stocked with Bev's A+ roughing. And I think it's a 50-50 chance. Great stuff all around. I love the win. It's 4-4. Lantz versus Tone heat check of the Wanna Parlay podcast. Let's give our picks, let's give our picks. Let's get out of here. I got 9 holes of golf to play while I watch these games. Come on, folks. We're getting out there on the links. Shout out your boy. All right, ready for tonight's picks? This is an 8-pick parlay from me. I've mentioned on Wanna Parlay, if you reply to what I said in the main chat, I will be randomly picking someone. If this does win, I'm going to keep doing this. If this parlay does win, I will send them all the money I win from the contest. So let's start off. Phillies money line. Cash it. New York versus Boston over 207.5. I like the over. Derek White over 29.5 PRA. Tatum's obviously out. Someone needs to step up, and it's going to be not only Jaylen Brown but also Derek White. I also like his over half a steal. I think he's going to have a steal. I like Golden State plus 10.5. I don't know if they're going to win, but they sure as hell are going to fight to keep their season alive. They got fight up there in Golden State. Stop playing. But Buddy Hield doesn't. I have his under 3.5 threes. Nas Reed over 1.5 threes and Ant over 6.5 rebounds. Those are my picks. And I got to give out one more pick. Actually, you guys go. Let me make sure he didn't give me another leg.
Take the floor, Lenny.
All right, I got a 4-pick, y'all. I got New York Knicks for the money line for the win. I got my Braves to win. I got Derek White to go over 19.5, and I got Big Cat to go over 19.5. Another 4-pick. Hopefully I get this one. Fuck.
Okay. All right. 4-pick from Lonnie. Lance, what you looking like? You want me to go ahead?
I'm going to give it to the kid. I know we don't offer the line on Wanna, but he said 6 assists for Brunson, so over 5.5 assists for Brunson. And the second one was at least 1 or more hits from Ellie De La Cruz. The Reds are playing the White Sox, so that probably is a lock, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, go ahead, Tone.
All right. I got a few from the top. Make sure y'all trail them too, man. Anybody that's giving picks on the Wanna Parlay podcast, you know what I'm saying, as far as that you see on the screen right now, you might as well say we are seasoned veterans, you know what I'm saying? We got the rap sheet to back it up. But yeah, from the top, Knicks W, no Tatum, no ma'am. Knicks W, no Tatum, no ma'am. No ma'am. Wolves W, Porzingis over 14.5 points. Josh Hart over 11.5 points. Bronson Burner over 2.5 threes. Bronson Burner over 2.5 threes. Peyton Pritchard under 2.5 threes. Jaylen Brown over 1.5 threes. Al Horford under 1.5 steals plus blocks. Josh Hart over 1.5 steals plus blocks. Bronson Burner turning it over 2.5 turnovers. And Braves for the W. Hometown. Braves for the W.
Hey, man, Braves City, Braves City. The Braves are going a crazy run. Y'all don't know. The Braves about to go on a crazy run.
No, that I gave that shout out early. My cousin Jack, who used to be a part of the show, he called it when they were 0-7. He said, "Hey, when they get to 20 losses, they'll have 20 wins, or at least somewhere close." And I don't know if it was exact, but yeah,
I definitely said that. Man,
that was a great call. And the chat, KG Lojo says, "Dude, you need a new ball in that whistle." And Jeremy Cantor says, "Maybe the best debate yet." Very strong. We love it, Jeremy. We appreciate you. As for the rest of you in the chat. This was the Wanna Parlay. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. You good?
Won, Jeremy. I was just saying, I really won, Jeremy. You witnessed it. You know it.
This was the Wanna Parlay podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay, and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks to Lonnie Lyle coming in again to referee heat check. This was a good one. It was actually great to see Tone. You won the coin flip. and you thought about it and you went first because you wanted to take your opinion and you still lost. That's tough. I got to talk. Hey, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the latest Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. Folks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps our channel tremendously. We'd appreciate you all in the chat. We hope to see you tomorrow. Tone, Lonnie, any final thoughts?
You already know the slogan. If you want to parlay, download Wanna Parlay. On a side note, shout out to all the sport veterans that knew what Tecmo Bowl was. I'm just going to throw that out there. I might have lost the debate. Yeah, but he didn't know what Tecmo Bowl was. KG, salute, boy. My bro. Till the next. He didn't know what Tecmo Bowl was.
Fucking flag.
Hey.
Fucking reversing it. I'm reversing it.
Hey, no, stop. But folks, you got to remember, I was born in the 2000s. So, you know, if you're going to date before, it's tough. If you're going to date before, fucking flag on the foot. Folks, we appreciate you guys again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Be back tomorrow, and we'll see you next time. All right, peace.
Pull out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
I just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. You lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship.